Hi, I'm Ranjani, the founder of Rungeniefitness. Welcome to RF Insights, where I bring you interesting stories with quality discussion on health and fitness. Hi, and welcome to the first episode of RF Insights. The objective behind the series is to celebrate everyday champions and bring you quality content on health and fitness. As the tagline of Ranjani Fitness goes, perform to your potential. Today, I present to you one such champion performer from my camp. Prashant Kabra is a chartered accountant by profession, working in a large consultancy firm with over 20 years of work experience. He has worked in over 3 cities, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Houston in US. His family includes his parents, his wife, two wonderful boys, and his younger brother. The reason Prashant is here today is because he completed the Procam Slam in Tata Mumbai Marathon, which recently concluded in January 2026. It's a series of runs which happens between the 10 kilometer, the 21 kilometer, 25 kilometers, and the 42.2 kilometer distances. And Prashant has successfully completed the entire circle, earning himself the coveted Procam Slam medal. And today is a Procam Slammer. Prashant has come a long way, and the entire focus of this episode is to bring out the journey of how an everyday normal person still makes time for this. So, without much ado, let me welcome Prashant. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining in today. Do you remember when we actually connected, and do you remember how we actually started this journey?
Yeah, so it was interesting journey. I would say I came to Purvapam around 2.5 years back, and that's when I started running. It was by an accident. Actually, there was a planathon in the kids school, and that's how I started. Initially, it was 7 kilometers, so I was like I completed in some 56 minutes. So that was like a motivation for me to say that okay, if I can run 56 minutes, why not I try a 10K? So that's how I started. And when I came to Purvapam, I saw there is a lot of group of people, and especially you go to GKVK. So I happened to join one of those days, and I saw how you train people. You were like a whether people coach with you or not, you were trying to tell them how to go about it, make sure you are doing those warm up properly, how to do running and everything. So I was like very inspired, and I've seen you running also. So I was like, okay, and that's how we connected. And then I think after I did the Tata Mumbai last year, the TCS 10K, that's when I approached you and requested you, and coincidentally we were on this stretch only, the other side, walking around and trying to understand what is the journey, what are your interest level, and that's how we got started. It was somewhere around the last week of April. We started from May, and then I think I've come a long way, definitely. Still remember my first half marathon was 2 hours 27 minutes to be very precise, to now when I can do it in 151, my Vedanta, or you talk about the SBI, which I did in 152. I think I've come a long way. So thank you, Ranjini, for that.
Pleasure. So, Prashant, why running? What made you take up long distance running as a sport?
So one, it came as an addiction to me, and I felt a lot of peace in me when I started running. My stress levels went off, and I think the biggest thing what I realized is it gave me a lot of patience level and endurance. This is what is required in life also, I feel. So when you run more, your fitness definitely improves, but it also helps you to patient, resilient, because sometimes the pace doesn't go as you want. So you basically go slow, and next few kilometers you then recalibrate to say how do you want to cope up. So and that's what I think has taught me in life as well.
Just before we started the journey together, before you signed up to Ranjani Fitness, can you just tell the audience what your goals were? What were you looking for from this training?
So frankly, before joining Ranjani Fitness, there was no goal. I just wanted to run for the sake of running and getting a medal. There was no such goals. Or frankly, I don't think I was running in a disciplined manner. I was like, yeah, running for the sake of running, making sure I put in so many kilometers, mileage and all. But the structured one was missing, I would say. And once I joined Ranjani Fitness, I had a clear-cut goal, and we worked backward accordingly to say this was our goal. and that's how we work backwards on the training, fitness, plus food also. So it's not only one aspect, but I would say it was a complete all round aspect.
Perfect. I remember vividly during our conversation in May, you mentioned about wanting to do the program slam.
Yes.
That's how this entire thing started, right? When we started this, when we planned it, what in this entire program, in this structure that you've been through in the last 9 months, what is it that really appealed to you? What is it that made you feel that, yes, this is making a difference to what you were doing before?
So I would say a couple of things. One, probably your presence definitely helped. Calm, you're very chilled, always approachable, and you give the right advice. I think what I liked about you is you would never push people. First, take care of your health, run injury free, and I think a structured program to say, okay, if your body is not coping up or if you're tired out, you would help me recalibrate the training program rather than doing a speed run, do a slow run. And then I still remember I missed some of those speed runs, so you said, okay, no problem, or hill run when you're running on the weekend long thing, let's do 5 kilometer at such a pace. So that helped, and definitely your company is always more than a pleasure running with you. I've always enjoyed all the long runs we have done. Cannot forget that, and that helped me boost my confidence level. Frankly, 42 was not easy. I remember sometime in July, August, when TMM was opening, I asked you, can we, I want to do it, and you were like, and you were always confident and motivating me. We have enough time, go ahead and enroll it, we will make it happen.
Prashant, so during this journey, there would have been a lot of challenges, right? That you would have faced. Because people think that marathon training is all about just running, but it's a whole lot more than that. What were these challenges, and how did you overcome these challenges?
So first one I would say is having the right coach, which I was fortunate and lucky to have you. Second, I would say being disciplined. I think the most important, we all have 24 hours in a day, but how we utilize the maximum 24 hours is in our hands. So I felt that being disciplined, and and I think the third most important is having that trust factor with your coach. You should have that relationship, that trust with your coach, that you can reach out to the coach saying that you have this problem and can you help me with re-navigating this or doing something differently. That I felt three things. A lot of people, what I felt was, and I always remember, you would never encourage me to compete with somebody. I still remember, want to call it out. One day you gave me a 25-kilometer run and I did a 30 kilometer. You were mad at me but didn't express. You just said, you did this mistake. It's okay. Very calmly. Don't do it again. So that, kind of was a very caring factor for me. Very comforting to say, don't do this because we have a training program, structured one. We will eventually get there. But if you just get into it, you will injure yourself. And then your whatever program slam goal was there, you would not have been able to meet that. So I would say these are some of the things, challenges. Stick to your coach plans, consistent training and strengthening. So I would say these are the certain challenges which I encountered, but I'm happy I overcome under your guidance.
I'm happy to help as well, Prashant. During this journey, at any point of time, did you think that, no, this is not for me, I just want to quit, this is getting too tough, balancing work and family and this passion for running?
So the thought of quitting was never there. I think when I was like training, I mean, definitely October onwards, when we started October, mid October, the marathon training, it was very tough. Trust me, running 6 days a week, and I still remember you gave me training program of running Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday was hill run, Sunday long run of 20 or 30s, and then again, depending on that, Sunday also we would run. So that point of time, I was like, when can I finish? But the thought of quitting was not there, and in between, I had to take off due to certain reasons and other thing. But we bounced back, we worked accordingly. So I wouldn't say. So I think if you have that thought of quitting, you can never run a marathon, because once you cross that 30, everybody says that you cross 30 kilometer, you will hit the wall, you will hit the wall. But I never had that feeling. I was like, I want to run comfortably, and the funny thing is, when I started running, I was doing 10Ks, 21 based on my earlier speed, which was average 6:30, and over a period of, I would say, 1 year, when we started, less than 1 year, we actually did a full marathon. That too at a first marathon less than sub 4 at 5:39 space. So we have actually reduced 1 minute, which is a phenomenal thing. By putting in the training and the discipline. So I would say that's a big thing. And all my friends would say, who are runners, based on my past, they were confident that I would do it in 4:45 and 5. But I remember you told me your timing would be between 3:55 and 4. So I was telling my wife, Neha, Ranjini is more confident than me. I better stand up to her expectation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I should say that, I'm equally lucky to have got somebody like you on board, because it's very difficult when clients come on board if they come with if they don't come with an open mindset. Remember when so TCS 10K, which you did in May, right? April. Sorry, 2025. That was around
56, 57,
57, and I think with 5 weeks of training in Jatre, you did faster.
Yeah, it was 52 minutes.
Which you cracked your PB.
Yeah.
And so for me personally, if I have to say, the light bulb moment in your training, I knew that you would probably do the marathon at this distance. And if you remember, I was always telling, let's take marathon training only after October.
Correct.
Right? I didn't want us to discuss also about marathon training till we finished Vedanta. Vedanta, I was honestly expecting a 155. But you came up with a 151. Boom. And that day I knew that, this guy is capable of running a marathon. In our training, was there any such light bulb moment, any such run that you did in training where you felt, now I've done this, I know I will complete the 42 kilometers?
So I would say we did one training, couple of trainings, I would say two highlights. One, I think we did 35 kilometers. That day I was confident, and I think last 5 kilometers or last 7-8 kilometers, you suggested if I can push myself. So I was doing at 5:30s that pace. That day I was confident that I would do it. Although the timing was still going in my mind, but I was like, okay, if I have done 35, 36, and that too was in, I think, 3 hours 30 minutes is something around little over that we did it. So I was comfortable. And 1 week before that, when you suggested doing the 21 kilometer at a marathon pace, that is what when I ran at 5:24. So I was clear that time that if I could do 5:21 at 21 kilometers at 5:24, the remaining also I can crack up. Only thing is being consistent, remember the training how you have run, and most importantly is implementing on the training day and not comparing or competing with any of your fellow runners. I think this is a mistake what I have seen a lot of people do. They just want to run the first kilometer, few kilometers, just trying to overtake somebody. I don't think you should do that. You should just run according to your body and how your coach has trained you.
Nice. So in this Procam Slam series, be it the TCS 10K, the Vedanta half marathon, Tata Steel 25, and the marathon distance, which is your favorite race?
My favorite, I would say, was definitely Vedanta. Mumbai also to some extent, but I would still rank Vedanta. I still love the sight of, remember the sight of running around the India Gate, and that's when the sunrise came in. So that was a beautiful sight to run. And on the Mumbai, when you're running on the Bandra Sea Whirling Link, I think that's an amazing sight. And this time the coastal road was there, so you have got fresh air on the both side. You have a sea view, open view, and I would say that's best.
So let's talk about a little bit more about your debut marathon experience. Run us through that. It's the first time you're doing the distance. So many, ambiguities, questions, doubts, excitement.
So, in fact, I think you've touched upon my nerve on that one. So, I think I started on the wrong foot little bit because I reached the venue late. I should have planned to reach early. At least that's why when they say 1 hour before, I think it makes sense to reach 1 hour before. I only reached by 4:40 the venue, and you have to walk a lot. So by the time I reached, it was 4:45 or so. And I remember clearly that until you do a warm up and everything, you should not run, because you will not be injury free and your body is not get up for that. So, and that's how I've been trained. So I spent 15 minutes doing, although I did a short, run. Though my wave was A, I started in C or D, because by the time I went, it got close. But I was happy because my heart was pumped up. Of course, running through people was difficult. I was tracking, as as we discussed, you had told me to monitor and recalibrate the pace. So I was monitoring every kilometer. Like one of the kilometers, I think I went little bit higher on 540, 550. Next kilometer I went down to 5.5. So depending on when there is a little bit of downhill, uphill, I recalibrated the pace. And I still remember 21 kilometer, we had a target to say 155. If you do nothing like it, even if you do in 157, you still have 2.5 3 minutes. That still makes you comfortable to complete your the remaining race, gives you a 6 minutes buffer. So that's the way I was planning in my mind, looking at gel. Most importantly is looking at your hydration and gel. So I was making sure to do that. And the best thing what helped me is, again, thanks to you, the salt tablets. I saw a lot of people cramping on the way and towards the end of the race. So I took salt tablets as we planned. I would say, sorry, I stuck to probably 99% of the plan, what we had planned and the training. And that kind of helped me, and what I saw was when you crossed 35 kilometer, I think that's when the Peda road comes. That's a monster. What I did was I slowed down on the 35, 36. I took my gel also at that point in time. So I timed in such a manner that I slowed down, took the gel, and then I ran slowly on Peda road. And when going down, I just, try to pick up the pace. Those 2 kilometers were slightly above 6 kilometers, I would say. But apart from that, the next few kilometers and last 2 kilometers, I pushed myself. I made sure, as you suggested, carry a water bottle, which helps you last till the next thing, because there were certain points where we didn't have water points. It was probably taking a longer, it was further far away and needed water. So I made sure I had at least one bottle, which would last me for the 2 kilometers, this thing. So I would say these are the things. And the sight of uh, the end goal was, so exciting, looking at that. Okay, I made it. And when I saw it was within 4 hours, I think that was the best memories of one of the best memories on life. I wish you were there
I
to
too
this thing.
wish. I too wish.
Yeah.
But I was like
Yeah.
every mat when you were crossing, I was tracking you. The projected time was exactly what we had planned. I mean, as a coach, that was a real big moment for me as well. Not many people attempt the marathon distance. Not many people attempt doing their debut marathon in a Procam Slam. It can go either way, right? But you stuck to the plan, you followed the process, and I was just so happy that I was a part of the journey.
I still remember your WhatsApp messages, and I called you first. I'm like, I am done. And I was like, I wanted to tell you, sorry, I didn't meet it. I wanted to make it a little bit more, surprising, but I didn't know you were tracking everything. So my surprise got spoiled over there, because I probably started on A way, maybe 2 3 minutes we could have shaved off, but eventually we this thing. So you're the first person whom I called to, share my happiness. And I think, as you rightly said, it's important that you stay clear of your goal, what you want to achieve, in a structured manner. But most importantly, don't get swayed by emotions. I would say stick to your running plans and your coach.
Absolutely. So, Prashant, if you want to just touch upon, I mean, what is it in the training? Was it the speed work? Was it the longer endurance runs? I know you, I mean, we do a lot of strength work as well, right? You work on your own
Yeah.
on the strength aspect as well. So, those are like, for me, they become foundations of running. So, what among that did you think really helped you in this journey?
I would say it's a combination of all, but most importantly, two factors, I would say. First, again, I think at the top of all those things is that trust relationship which you should have with your coach. Fast running, I would say the fartleks and the tempos definitely helped me. I mean, of course, I was breathless, and at no point I cursed you, trust me. But I was cursing myself, why did I get into running? Because that takes a toll on you. Plus, I would say, and I think the beauty of our training program, Ranjini, was you had planned in such a manner that you do the fast runs earlier in the week. Then you do a easy run, long run, and then another short run or a hill run, and then comes to your long run, your endurance run, which would happen on a Saturday. So that gives time for your body also, as you rightly mentioned, injury free. All our training touchwood was injury free. I didn't even have a single, you know, injury or anything during the whole course, and it's not easy where we have seen people go through that. Plus also my gym trainer was not coming, so I reached out to you asking for to say what workout should I do. So you have suggested me certain workouts, so I stuck to those workouts. So all those things definitely helped me. Else I don't think I would have been able to run consistently and maintain the pace throughout. Because of our training and the plan what we had, hydration and the gels, I think I was able to run consistently. At no point I was having a discomfort. I could run all the thing consistently without stopping or walking at any point in time. So this, I would say, was the most critical part.
Wonderful. It does take a village to raise a child, right? So, family, if you have your family backing, I believe you can achieve a lot, right? So, just run us through your family. I mean, how was the support you received from home?
Yeah, so luckily my family is not around. I can be candid, this one. So I was a stranger, or rather a paying guest for them for the last few months, because of the training I had to put in. I had to run so much. But I would give a lot of shout out to my wife Neha, who has been a splendid, and very understanding. She knew I was busy at work, busy with training. Not a single point of time she said, I want you to stop running, I want you to do this. She actually sacrificed her sleep. She started sleeping in the kids room so that I don't get disturbed, because I get up early in the morning or sleep late in the thing. So to avoid all those things, kids close the TV. They would switch off the TV early, not make any noise. Most importantly, food. I had to intake my protein intake, so she would make paneer, she would make broccoli salad, and put in pumpkin seed, rajma, chole. Because I'm a pure vegetarian, she made sure I had all those things, especially on the days when I did those fast runs. On the endurance runs also, she would make sure that before the race day, she would make me a pasta, and so that I have a lot of carbs. This thing, I fill myself with the carbs. So I would give a large shout out to her. Without her support, definitely this would not have been possible. So I would give credit to my cousin brother. He's been running for 10 years. In fact, he did his Tata Mumbai Marathon, which was ninth year. He has been running consecutively. He actually helped me. I was looking up to him because I couldn't even run first 5, then doing 10. So when I did couple of tens, he told me, he motivated me, come and do 21. I was not even geared up for 21, because I know I was not mentally prepared. I think the most important thing is mental conditioning also. So my first half marathon was NMDC in Hyderabad. He told me he volunteered to actually reduce his distance from full to half, just for sake of me. He tagged along with me, made sure I ran the last 4 kilometers, slowed down and other things. So definitely I looked up to him before this thing. And when I did my first marathon sub 4, he was very happy. He never imagined that I could do my first marathon in a sub 4 hours. So I would say that was a good moment for me, where he felt so proud that I proper training program, and I was able to run injury free. One more person just want to call out. Sure. Is my father-in-law. Sure. So he stays in Mumbai. He's been running half marathons, this thing, and he's got bypass surgery, but still he runs at his own pace. He's been very inspiring, this thing. So this year we had a personal tragedy in the family. We lost somebody close, to both of us. So at some point of time, I was not in the right frame of mind. I was in doldrums. My mind was in doldrums to say whether I should run or not. He was the one. He said that no, you run, and I stayed at his place only, and he made sure. We told my wife also, make sure he runs couple of times. So this year he did not participate. But because I was running, he volunteered for water station for his one of his running club. He made sure he got up early with us. 4 o'clock we left, came to the water station just to make sure I am comfortable. I can come down. So that he's an inspiration. He's very practical, very calm, and he doesn't panic, and he just gives you the right advice in various scenarios. So he was my hero this time, and because of that, I dedicated my inspiration medal and gave it to him this year.
Wonderful. So sorry for your loss, but I mean, amazing courage from a person to stand up and do this. Only one runner will probably understand it, but being family, it's even more. To see your own family member perform,
Okay.
it's something so amazing. Lot of courage. Prashant, do you have any words of advice which you would like to share to people who are looking at a similar kind of journey, or in terms of running based on your success?
So first, I would say have a clear path in mind. Just don't start running for the sake of running or just for the sake of getting a medal. I would say it's not an easy sport, and you can always do a 10K, but if you want to run properly and enjoy it, you need to do a proper, dedicated running. Get a good coach. I would say I was lucky. I hope these people also get lucky and get you on board. But don't stop by finishing a race. That's not the end point. Most important thing is you plan how you want to progress further. How it's not matter of improvising the running every day, or every race cannot be your PB. So you need to plan. Some days it doesn't work accordingly, and I still remember your advice before any race: run as your body commands that day. Don't push yourself if you feel the body is tired, if you're not able to run. Most importantly is to run comfortably, and this thing. So I would say people should not get into now because TCS is coming up, I will just enroll one week or 10 days before I would start. I would not encourage people to do that, because you are prone to injury, and then what you are doing is only for a stopgap arrangement. So don't compare with others. Have your goal. This is a fitness, a long term goal, and this has got lot of health benefits also. So I would say they should reach out to a proper person, take the advice, and stop googling. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely right. We need not be at the same level every time. Hence, it is, perform to your potential. What is your potential today? You try and go get there. Don't compare yourself to the old runner you were, or to whom you aspire to be. Where you are right now, you start from there, and then you can always build up.
I can correlate to that because you never gave me a full plan. It was always a weekly plan.
Yeah.
So weekly you would assess how I am doing, and based on that you would give me a weekly plan on Sunday evening to say this is a plan for this week. You always were kind enough to take into consideration my travel plan and other.
Yeah, Prashant, thank you so much. But before you go, I have some rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
So I'm going to quickly get to that, and I want quick responses, as
Okay.
quick as you run.
Okay,
All
I
right?
hope I get a gift hamper after that.
Yeah, we'll work on that. All right. So first one, GPS watch or run by feel?
GPS watch or?
Run by feel.
I would say run by feel.
Uphill first or save it for the last?
I would say uphill first.
Pre-race fuel, banana or coffee?
Banana.
Post-race, party or sleep?
Sleep any day.
One running gear you would never ditch?
One running gear I would never ditch. Stuff my I would say my watch, Garmin watch.
Thank you, Prashant. Thank you for being a great guest. Thank you for sharing your journey with the listeners today. And I hope you'll have something to take away from this story of our everyday champion, and how small steps of discipline and dedication can get you to where you are. The fact whether you're a fast and slow runner is all a comparison. Whether you are running to your potential, whether you are fit to your potential, that is what you got to see, because it is always you versus you. Neha,
Hi,
thank
hi.
you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for calling.
Listeners, this is Prashant Kabra's better half, Neha Kabra, who supported him through this journey. So let's understand from Neha. So what kind of a person is Prashant?
In one word, I have to describe him: he's perfectionist. Oh, he wants everything to be perfect and all that. And seeing his journey like this, he was the laziest person at home. Like morning he'll get up and he'll say, I'll go gym today. And he'll be sitting on his phone for 1.5 hours and like, oh, now it's office time, I won't go. But the sudden change I see him, he gets up by 3, get ready by 4 and just go for the run and everything. It's like I can't imagine such a dedication he has shown. So yeah, it's like, oh wow, this is Prashant, the lazy person. But yeah, I'm very happy to see that. And he takes care of himself. And he's an inspiration to everyone in our family. Like seeing him, his brother started to walk, not run, but he went for walking. And he's like, Bhaiya is doing so much, so I'll also do. So he started. But in our family, people are very inspired by him.
Yeah.
People tell me, oh, you're not feeding him, he's reducing weight. But they don't know the reason, like he's running. One more thing, because of him, the little one, my son running,
Yeah.
he's inspired. He's like, yeah, I'll also run like
That's
his dad.
wonderful.
So it's really nice to hear that. And he'll tell, Dad, wake me up, I'll also come with you. See, health-wise also he has achieved it.
Wonderful.
And there's less stress for him. He's like cooled down a little bit. So yeah, I'm very happy to see him.
So, Neha, is there something in Prashant's journey that really stood out? I mean, was there a run when he finished and came back? He told you something about his experience, or a race he went to and he came back and he shared something
Everything
special?
he's very happy, and he's happy that you are coaching him so nicely, and he follows it. Like otherwise people won't follow. Problem is that he follows it and he tells, oh, she's pushing me, I have to do. And if there's someone to push you, it's no doubt you'll do it. So it's because of you, like I believe he is.
And because of Prashant, I got to taste some lovely dishes from Neha's kitchen. She's a wonderful cook. So Neha, I just have a rapid fire question,
Yeah.
some quick questions to ask you about the journey. Can we start?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So is Prashant a morning person or an evening person?
He's an evening person. Night person, I'll say. He's a night person, not a morning person.
Okay. What is Prashant's favorite food?
Rice variety, any rice dish.
Okay. You touched upon footwear, no? Between you and Prashant, who has more footwear at home?
That I'll win. I'll win.
Not bad, not bad. All right. Who wakes up early on race day? He only?
Yeah.
You don't need to get up and do
No,
stuff for
nothing.
it?
At
Oh
night
my
only
God.
we'll do everything and sleep off. And I won't sleep with him also. I'll go and sleep with kids. So who will get up by 3 o'clock? No.
Neha, can you share one proud medal moment, one of Prashant's races, which you as a family celebrated as a
I
very
think
proud
this
moment?
recently 42.
The Tata Mumbai
In
Marathon,
Tata Mumbai, yeah.
right? Yeah, that is quite
Big.
an achievement.
In 1 year, like you said, the 9 months. In 9 months, he has achieved this. We won't make him cool at home so much, but yeah, he has cooled down a little bit. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So thank you, Neha. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
joining
much. Thank you
us
so
on the
much.
show, and look forward to more such episodes.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. That's your RF Insights for the day. Make sure to click the like, subscribe, and bell icon for notifications.